Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Draven's continuing adventures into the Iliac Bay. Now, I typically continue these episodes with what quest and what I've completed in the last video. I don't recall, but what I do recall is debating on who to give the totem to and what aligns with Draven's moral values. Now, I think I've decided, or I should say Draven has decided, on to give the totem to the Orcs. Now, Draven is loyal to the Emperor, but he is also a knight of the downtrodden, of the accused, the weak, and the outcast, and all those above. You know, he is a knight of justice before he is a knight to the Emperor. So I think he realizes the plight of the Orcs and how they're accused of being monsters when they're not. And I think, in his mind, the most moral thing to do is to give it to the Orcs. Like I've mentioned several times throughout this series, Draven is very much like Kevin Sorbo with just a shorter temper. So let's see what we have here in terms of drink. Orc grog. You know, Kevin Sorbo's Hercules, if anybody's ever seen that. So I've been thinking about a few things. I'm gonna rest 9 hours. I had a Morrowind Let's Play on this channel, which I removed. And, hold on, let me click towards. And I'm still willing to make the Let's Play. I am just unsure if anyone will enjoy it. I have never played Project Tamriel or Tamriel Rebuilt. And, you know, those are very special projects to me, and I want to take my time playing those. I'm the type of Morrowind player that likes to talk to the Orc blacksmith in Suron for about 2 hours because he knows too much about weapons and armor. I like to play Morrowind very slowly, and that might bore people, and I don't want to bore you. It's just the way I play. I like to... Hold on, what is this? Have I been here? Oh, it's a little orc castle. I like your armor. No way this is a guild. Okay, this is a guild. I think this is the Fighters Guild in Orcidium. I play very slowly, and I would like to take my time playing those mods. I probably won't get anything done in a single episode. And I don't want to rush for the sake of the channel. You know, playing Tamriel Rebuilt and Project Tamriel. But if you're still interested, despite me playing painfully slow, then just let me know and I'm willing to do that. I have to head to Gortwog over here. Hold on, actually let me see what's in the store. And I've also been playing Oblivion Remastered. Apparently he sells absolutely nothing at all. That's strange. But I wouldn't play that on the channel. My PC is not able to handle that. I've been playing that on my Xbox Series system. I have to upgrade my PC, quite frankly. So I would play the original Oblivion, but that's kind of the point of this channel, to play old RPGs. I may play some new ones, like Baldur's Gate 3. But I have a problem going on. Why are you attacking me? I'm trying to help your plight here, and I just killed him. You're not gonna... No, you're not. A nation of orcs is within my grasp. You have given my people a chance at freedom. Sir Draven Silverblood, should you ever recover the Mantella itself, I shall reward you thrice over it. The unmistakable voice of Nelthaga speaks softly in your head. I see that the totem has found its way into the hands of someone with royal blood. I think it is time you paid me another visit here in She Dungeon. Sir Draven Silverblood. Your work is not yet done. Okay, so I believe at this point we have gained Chrysamere. Yes, we have. That is brilliant. Let me see the 5 to 22. Item powers, caster only. Chrysamere, the Paladin's Blade and Sword of Heroes, is an ancient claymore with offensive capabilities, only surpassed by its defenses. It lends the wielder health, protects him or her from fire, and reflects any dilatory spells cast against the wielder back to the caster. Seldom has Chrysamere been wielded by a bladesman for any length of time, for it chooses not to favor one champion. Spells resist fire, Shaladir's Mirror, or Shalador's, and heal. I'm very excited to have this blade. Maybe we can sell the Daedric? Yeah, we're gonna sell the Daedric weapons. And you're gonna attack me. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Right? We're trying to help the orcs here, yet some of the orcs here are rather slow. But, you know, that's maybe not their fault. Anyways, like I said, I'm willing to play Morrowind, just understand the circumstances of how I'm going to play Morrowind. It's probably going to bore your brains out. And in terms of Oblivion, I wouldn't play the remaster. My PC can't handle it. I'm playing that on my console. Poor orc. Can we give something here? I'm gonna have to play the original version on my PC, which is having issues despite all the patches I've installed. What about gold? Let's give him 10 gold pieces, right? We'll drop it right here. Role-playing value. He could pick it up. Yeah. I had a viewer say I must be extremely beetle cheese. That sounds kind of nasty, even for a Dunmer. Velothus cabbage soup. Now that sounds a bit more appetizing. Let's get a room. Say that I must be overwhelmingly busy, that I can't make a video, and it's a mix of that. My job is very physically demanding, so usually when I come back, man, it's still raining. Usually when I come back from work, my back is killing me to the point where it's like, as much as I'd love to play Daggerfall today, I just simply can't, because my back can't handle sitting at this PC. You know, I've been working for 12 or so hours, and I just love this tune. You know, lifting, just having heavy things all day and night. And, you know, I also live with family, and they are extremely loud and extremely inconvenient when I want to record. And despite my best efforts in trying to convey, I'm trying to make a video, it just never seems to register to them. So for that, I apologize. And I also have a girlfriend, and she's also not willing to accept, you know, that's just how women are, no offense intended. I just want to stay home today and play Daggerfall. She's just going to see it as, hey, you don't like me anymore. And it's just, you know, it's that sort of thing, that sort of ridiculous that goes on. That sort of ridiculousness that goes on in my life, unfortunately. But I love role-playing games. It's role-playing games that are, you know, have been one of my creative outlets and sort of escapes. You know, right now I'm working on developing a video game, a text-based video game, and then it's an RPG. So I just love role-playing games. I love fantasy books. I love fantasy games. It's been a huge inspiration to me. But anyway, I kind of want to see what's at this mountain here. Simply because I'm in the mood. You know, I'm very sporadic. I may just play Morrowind right after this video and just record a video and see how it goes along. If it doesn't do well, if nobody's interested, I'll continue playing the game off camera. But I do want to play. It's too extreme, really. I do want to play Morrowind already. Can we set it up here? Yeah, we can, actually. Enemies, really? Alright, so what we're gonna do is recall. We're gonna die. Did that really happen? I'm very scared. Okay. That happened. Let's rest. Let me pay attention because I've been rambling quite a bit. Alright, so let's pack this up. We have to go to She Dungeon. There's a horse here. Right. I doubt there's anything to really discover on top of this mountain. Although I did want to explore it. Let me see. Another series I actually want to get back onto is Skyrim, but instead of doing a permanent death let's play, I may just do just a regular let's play and then start a permanent death one. Look at this. What's wrong with this horse? It has yellow eyes. Now, maybe I'm over-speculating this, but it is a magical fantasy universe, right? If I personally lived in a fantasy universe, I wouldn't speculate too much. So, where is She Dungeon? That I don't recall. I believe it may be... Was it in Wayrest? She done? No. Was it in Daggerfall? It couldn't be in Roth... I think it might have been in Rothgarian, right? Yes, it was in the Rothgarian Mountains. Okay, so we're gonna take the inn. We're gonna travel 4 days. Your teeth are chattering uncontrollably. I'm actually also writing a book, which is a fantasy novel. Which I'm not trying to self-plug in because I'm not even anywhere near writing the first page. I just been writing random lore on it, which is going to take place in the same universe as my game. But I don't feel like I can write a page without knowing what the world is going to be like. It's not going to be like anything super original. Let's kill these vagabonds real quick. I just want to write a world where people feel like I miss reading this kind of fantasy, sort of thing. You know, it has elves and stuff like that and other races. I'm also going to introduce a lot of weirdness to it, and I like weirdness, right? I've read a lot of history. The Memory Stone. It seems pretty interesting. I don't think we read this book, so I'm gonna take that quite, right now. The real Baronzaya. We don't care about Baronzaya, right? We feel somewhat bad. Are we poisoned? Or diseased? That should fix the problem. Shut up. Draven's a very capable warrior, so there we go. Right, and there's a Daedric short sword. But yeah, it's supposed to be that kind of novel, and I think I said this already. It's based off my game. It's going to be in the same universe. There's going to be a certain level of weirdness and weird cultures because I'm vastly inspired by Elder Scrolls, especially the time of Morrowind. Only crowned heads will hold the totem true. First is one who killed but did not kill another. Second is one who is too devoured by its young. Third is one who made one slave and many free. Fourth and fifth are two who compete for mud. Sixth is one who brings a home to the homeless. Seventh is one who lords all but does not lord at all. I do not know who of these 7 is most worthy of the power. For too long have I let my passions make me mad. Sometimes the fate of a world hang on the decision of one person. You have chosen who will command great Numidium. You bear the burden of the consequences. I send you now the Mantellan crux, the safeguarded prison of the Mantella. Look for a green jewel of unusual size. Merely touch the Mantella, and it is freed. You will be transported back to my side. And here we are. And this is where things... Yes, they're already laughing at us because they know we're going to make a cosmic fool of ourselves. This is a very complicated dungeon. And let's say Hail to Gortwog, right? I thought I was going to side for the Emperor for a while, but like I said, it's just Draven's morals. He has to help the Orcs. You know, what if it was the Dunmer that were being persecuted against? He wouldn't feel very happy about it. Look at that. We got obliterated by what are they? A Dangerous Seducer? I think that was a Daedric Seducer. You know, what if it was the Dunmer that were being persecuted against? I don't think he'd be very happy, right? Let's not take her too lightly. There we go. We'll be back, right? This is scaring me. Let's heal here. Chrysamir is gonna help quite a bit in this dungeon. I know there's a puzzle here with these doors, right? We have to open them. Right, that's the last thing we want to do. Levitate. There we go. Now, for some reason, this is if I sound a little off, it's because I'm kind of sick. But today was the best day to record a video. If not, I was not going to be able to do it tomorrow. Well, likely not be able to do it tomorrow or the next few days. And I just needed to do one soon. It was bothering me. Let's get some sleep. Alright, okay. So there's nothing to be gained from those little shelves. Let's cast Levitate. You know, I think I might just make the Morrowind video today. I actually also want to play Risen, if anybody knows about that. I like the Gothic games. And I've beaten Gothic 1 before I started this channel. I don't know how anyone would feel if I started Gothic 2 out of nowhere. Just let me know how you feel about that, but yeah. Anyway, is this I'm very hesitant on clicking any sort of switch. Right? That might have opened a portal. Or something. Okay, that's still blocked off. That's still blocked off. Okay. Does anything do anything at all? And that's the question here. I remember this dungeon being quite perplexing. That does something. Okay, it levitates us. Okay. I guess maybe that's for non-magic users. I still have to do a permanent death let's play once on this on Daggerfall. Once I finish you know, Draven's adventures. It could be somebody else's adventures. Okay, so we have something going on with these doors. Right? Now, there has to be... Okay, so that's wrong. I'm assuming that's wrong, right? 1, 2, and we did it again. Alright, okay, so it's giving us a hint that we're performing this incorrectly. 1, 2, 3, 4. For some reason, that door always damages. Maybe we're doing it right anyway, and it just wants to laugh at us, you know, sort of thing. No, it's still blocked off. Okay, but this is open, right? Can we... Yeah, let's levitate. That Daedra can laugh, you know, all his life away, but he's not going to survive once Draven figures out the puzzle. Which might take a while. I have been getting sick a lot lately because I work outside and it's been freezing and my body doesn't adjust anymore, so it's like I'm constantly switching between freezing and warmth. So, you know, at my job I go from freezing to super warm to freezing to super warm in a matter of minutes, so I've been getting sniffles and congested pretty much almost 24/7 lately. It's terrible. I'm happy to have actually Krizimir here. I'm glad everything's in good condition. But yes, like I said, if I'm mispronouncing a lot of things and I sound off, I'm doing pretty bad in terms of the sniffles. More than usual. This is a very long elevator. You're telling me... This is a Theorius, right? Or at least a level of a Theorius. You're telling me they couldn't invent a better elevator? A better elevator, I should say. Okay, this is a problem. And this is a problem, you know, Draven is not a fan of. Let's see what we can do here. Where's Fireball? Yes, just perish. That's magnificent. 1,072 gold pieces? I can't complain about that. I really can't. Okay, there's nothing here. Nothing on the map as well? Okay. I somewhat refuse to believe that. Alright, I guess I have to believe that. Let's cast Levitate, because we're not taking that elevator again. That was painful. That was really painful. Now, what didn't we explore here? Over there, right? That's what we didn't explore. There had to be a switch. Are we missing a switch? Nothing at all. Yeah, we were here already, actually, because I recognized the dead harpy. Maybe we're not even supposed to open all 4 doors. Because that specific door keeps damaging us. Right? So it's obvious we need to gain entry. And this clown keeps laughing at us. Alright, so let's do this again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Leave that one closed. And no, that did nothing at all. These are open, right? Were these open before? I think we went to them. Am I suffering from amnesia? Ooh, okay, he scared me. He's quite a vicious foe. But, you know, unfortunately for him, Draven has his number. Now, these little things are upside down. That's quite interesting. You know, maybe all Daedra are insane and they like to eat upside down, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. We're just going to make a save. This doesn't seem to be the right place. Levitate. I would like to see a little bit more exploration on the Aedra in Elder Scrolls 6. Because we get so much Daedric stuff, I'm almost tired of it. Including, especially Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I already hate that game by default, but that game is full of so much Daedric stuff. It's like, does this series forget that there's more threats than just Daedra? Can we please be original? Do a political threat. Do anything. Do a new, you know, monster type. I don't care what it is. Just do something original. Okay, there's nothing here. I don't know why there's a torture dungeon wherever this place is located. It's a flower. Okay. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay, these chicks creep me the hell out. And luckily, I was able to vanquish her before she transformed. Anything that's naked, laughing, creeps me the hell out. It's just very disturbing on a very primordial level. Can you imagine, right? And you might think, this guy's a wimp. He's a coward. He's a big chicken. What if there was a naked, laughing woman? You're in the middle of the forest. You don't know, you know, just nothing's happening. And out of nowhere, just out of nowhere, a chick is laughing in the dark. And she's chasing you. And she's naked. You don't know who she is, what her intents are. She's just naked, laughing in the dark. I don't care who you are. You could be Goldberg from WCW. I don't care who you are, you're going to be scared. You're going to be thinking, what the hell is going on here? And you're going to run for your life. So, no, I'm not a coward. These Daedric women, they're quite scary. It's just very unnatural. Very unnatural. I don't know what that did, but hopefully that did what we're looking for. Let's start heading back to the center of this dungeon. I think that's what it is. And seeing if that opened the little barrier. Right? Let's cast levitate. Yeah, he's still laughing. Yes, it's open now. Perfect. Yeah, he's a criminal, this guy. Fantastic. It's quite a bit of gold. Okay. All right, I'm kind of scared as to what's gonna happen next. We're doing pretty well so far. I think for now, I'm going to end the video here. I'm just gonna call this question mark. Right? Because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I have to do. And I don't want to drag this video out for an hour. But, you know, thanks again for tuning into Draven's Adventures into Iliac Bay. We're about to be finished with this Let's Play. As soon as I finish this Let's Play, I'm going to do a permanent death Iron Man run on Daggerfall. And I'm going to do it with more mods. You know, more fantasy simulator mods. I might actually run it with Dream this time. I'm not sure yet. I'm mostly concerned about mods that make it more fantasy-like. I would like a mod that has random start. For example, I might just start in the middle of the Alakir Desert, anywhere. But anything that makes sense with that run. And see how far I could go with that character. That character is not the agent, which is the Daggerfall main character. And that character might have a different motive, like become a paladin of the Knights of the Scarab or Knights of the Hawk, or you know, the leader of the Fighters Guild, or become the greatest thief, or just simply become rich. Whatever that character's motive is, as Draven's motive is, you know, to complete this mission that has been set out before him, not to become the leading member of any faction that he's currently a part of. But anyways, thanks again for watching. I'm sorry these videos come out so slowly. Again, if you're interested in watching a Morrowind Let's Play, despite how slow it's going to be, probably going to be like 1,000 parts. I don't know. It's a little intimidating to me, to be honest. Just let me know, and I'll do it. And the same thing with Oblivion, but it's going to be classic Oblivion, not the Oblivion remake, because my PC simply can't handle it. I'm also thinking about starting Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not too sure. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling. If my commentary was a bit off, excuse me. I'm very sick right now. I just had to get this video out. Anyways, thanks again for watching. I'm going to shut the hell up. Yeah, shut the hell up and just log off. And, you know, have your own fun adventures into the world of Tamriel.